Welcome back to the Healing Path. I'm so grateful you're here with me today. Grief. It's a word that touches all of us, yet when it comes, it never looks the same for two people. We often expect grief to look like constant tears, overwhelming sadness, and silence. But sometimes grief wears different faces: anger, confusion, guilt, or even numbness. And sometimes it shows up when you least expect it. Today we're going to talk about navigating grief's many faces. Together, we'll walk through how grief changes over time, how it can surprise us, and most importantly, how we can slowly find our way to healing. And maybe the best place to begin is with how unpredictable grief really is. I like to think of it as the shifting sands of grief. Grief doesn't move in a straight line. It doesn't follow a timeline. It's more like walking on shifting sand. Some days feel steady, like you're moving forward. Other days, it feels like the ground sinks beneath you. In the beginning, grief often feels like a storm, loud, heavy, impossible to escape. But with time, that storm quiets down. The waves may still come, but they aren't always as overwhelming as before. And here's the truth. It's normal. You're not going backward if you still feel the sting after months or even years. You're human, and love leaves a mark that time cannot erase. And that's the thing about grief. It never stays the same. It changes with time. In those very first days when the loss is fresh, grief can feel unbearable. Your world changes, and sometimes you even forget how to function. But as time goes on, grief begins to shift. The raw pain may soften into a quieter ache. That doesn't mean you've forgotten or that you've moved on. It simply means you're learning to carry the weight differently. I often compare it to a scar. The wound may close, but the mark remains. And sometimes when life presses on it, it still hurts. And that's okay. But just when you think you're adjusting, grief has another way of surprising you. Have you ever felt like you were doing okay, and then suddenly something small brought everything back? Maybe it's a song that plays on the radio, the smell of their favorite perfume, or walking past a place you once shared. Those moments can feel cruel, like they take you back to square one. But they are also reminders. Reminders that what you lost was real, that it mattered, that it left an imprint on your life. Instead of pushing those triggers away, try to see them as gentle signs of love that still lingers. And while those triggers can be tough, there's another part of grief that often goes unnoticed. Healing doesn't mean forgetting, and it doesn't mean the pain disappears completely. Thank you for joining me today. If this conversation spoke to you, I encourage you to share it with someone else who may need it. Until next time, take care of yourself.